We've committed to a carbon free future, which means our energy has to come from renewable sources. But this green energy has its own costs to nature and costs to biodiversity, as I found out at the Kamptal in Lower Austria.
Well, if you look at this river, you will see that is one of the last wild rivers we have here in this region, and actually in Central Europe as a whole. You have here small puddles of slow flowing water, faster flowing water. Listen to the sound of the water. Here you have habitat for animals, fishes, birds that you won't find in other places.
Glaser and his fellow environmentalists say this stretch of river makes up part of the just 15% of Austrian waterways that are in a near-natural state. But they say the situation will be ruined if the energy company EVN goes ahead with a plan to replace this 111-year-old hydroelectric plant. The plans include building a higher dam wall and digging to make the reservoir deeper. EVN spokesman Stefan Sack defends the project.
Es ist dort sehr schön in der Gegend. Es ist natürlich kein Naturschutzgebiet, weil im Naturschutzgebiet dürften wir keine Kraftwerke bauen, das ist ganz klar. Dort wird die Kraft des Wassers seit über 100 Jahren genutzt. Das Kraftwerk ist am Ende seiner Lebensdauer angelangt und wir wollen es jetzt modernisieren.
The environmental group WWF has long campaigned for a transition from fossil fuel power to renewables, and yet they are opposing this renewable project. Why?
You have to know hydropower is not green. Hydropower also has severe impact in terms of ecology, in terms of destroying our water resources. So what's the situation in Austria? We already have 5,200 hydropower electric stations. Of course, they produce some sort of renewable energy. They are part of our electricity production, but it's not kind of solution to solve our climate change issues.
Das, was die NGOs hier machen, das ist eine Denke der Vergangenheit. Es geht nicht um entweder oder, also nicht um Windräder statt Wasserkraftwerken, sondern es geht um ein sowohl als auch, um die Klima- und Energieziele der Republik Österreich zu erreichen, müssen wir all diese Energieformen nutzen und das wollen wir auch bestmöglich machen.
But the environmentalists say it would be better to reduce our energy consumption rather than to exploit every last bit of nature for creating more electricity.
Of course, we need a drastic change in the energy politics, and I'm for it. But the point is, when we make this power plant, it will cover about 0.01% of Austria's electricity needs. So it's virtually nothing. And for that, they want to sacrifice one of the most beautiful stretches of the river we have here. The point is, in 5 years, we will have the same discussion again because energy demand is rising.